Welcome to the Pillar segment. I am Brian. Today we'll be breaking down the biggest stories of professional wrestling. WWE is moving towards the next premium live event. AEW is building major momentum to Redemption in 2 weeks, plus All In coming out next month. We'll also discuss the latest rumors, injuries, and what could happen next. We've got predictions, hot takes, a few bold opinions. Let's get into it. So first, I wanted to start off with this first segment. We're going to touch on is our weekly breakdown of WWE, how they've been doing this week, some of the biggest moments from Raw and SmackDown. What's this World Championship picture look like with SummerSlam coming up? So first question I really have during this is, Will, is what was your favorite WWE match of the week?
This week, I don't know, man. It's we really don't really get too much actual wrestling. But if anything stood out prior to the interruption, it was looking like it was gonna be Trick and Mello on Friday. But what happened, and that just kind of was what it was. But I was kind of hoping that I would be able to put that up there with my for my match of the week. Considering everything that happened on Monday, it kind of just, I don't know, man. It kind of just turned me in the other direction with the E this week, and
Yeah.
I kind of it was kind of hard to give him my attention Friday because I was still so hot about what happened Monday. But if it was going to be one, that was definitely going to be the one for me until things happened the way they did. And then Royce Keys versus Jay wasn't bad. I feel like that one, it was produced pretty well. It kind of involved every bit of the story that's being told from both parts, from both sides, from Keys' side, from Solo's side, from Jacob's side, and I'm saying, of course, from Big Jim.
I'm kind
Kind
of.
of stepping up.
What are they gonna do with Royce? What's he playing in this? To me, it's like, is
I
he
don't know,
playing with?
man.
Is he gonna join Solo?
I mean, if he does, it's kind of gonna shift the talent, like the balance of power as far as talent. It's gonna shift him to Raw because that's where the Bloodline story is kind of is running right now. And with Jacob, kind of making it known that, hey, you need to come home, which means you need to be over on Raw. So if Keys is gonna be involved, then that means he's gonna jump ship and be on the other show. Because I don't think that they're gonna do too much with them being on both shows. As far as them being, like, I guess, free
What?
agents, if you want to
I ain't
call them.
calling him Royce Keys. I'm still calling him Powerhouse.
I mean, I gotta try to be as correct as possible,
I
man.
know.
You know what I want to call him. You know what I
Yeah,
want to call him. So I'm
but
gonna kind of be
didn't
easy on
Jacob
him
take
right
him out?
now.
Didn't he?
He did. He
Yeah,
super kicked him.
yeah.
He
So
super kicked him.
that's why I was wondering, is he gonna go with Solo because he got taken out by. But Jacob
Yeah.
also was about to take Solo out, and he told him, if you don't do right by the family
Yeah,
Monday,
he said next time I'm not gonna stop. He
yeah,
had a couple choice words for him, but you know,
right,
I'm really glad, and I know we talked about this when we were talking this week, but I've said this to a couple other people before, but I'm really glad that they're letting Jacob be him.
yeah,
They're letting Jacob be Jacob on the mic, and he can kind of tone down with the colors a little bit. We get it.
yeah. I
we
know.
we get it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But it's cool that they're letting him be who he is, and they're not watering his character down as far as what he does on the mic promo wise, and just in general. They're not, he's staying within the guidelines, but at the same time he's still able to be himself, because MLW was like zero censorship. They didn't have no TV deal. Didn't really make a difference what you said, but
but still
like I
not.
said, it's right. But it's still cool that that they're actually letting him be himself, and they're not watering his character down. That's what a lot of people thought was going to happen when he got there. Like, oh, they're just going to water his
Yeah,
character down and turn him into
yeah, for
what they
sure.
want. No, he's being himself, and it's getting over.
Yeah, I like it. So we're talking about that. Do you think what's the strongest storyline right now? Is that the strongest storyline you think?
Yeah, because of the history of it, and really you haven't really like gotten into like the real harder to build a Chad Gable because I think that's going to end up being one of the better storylines. Like once the year comes to an end, his whole redemption story and excuse me, things of that nature. But like once they really start to get into the heart of it, I feel like that's gonna really. I feel like personally that's really gonna take off because Chad's
How
gonna end up
about
winning the IC title.
Oba and Brock? How about that one? I think that was pretty good right now.
It is, but we know that it's coming to an end next month.
Yeah,
So, but and it's kind of I'm not gonna say it's tough, but it's I mean yes it is. Yes I am. It's kind of difficult to kind of put them up there at the top
yeah.
because for a lot of it it's just Oba on TV. Brock doesn't show up unless Brock needs to show up. So but that one has been really solid since SummerSlam. I kind of like the way they're doing it. Like he didn't interfere with Oba in the King of the Ring tournament at all. Let him go ahead and do all of
Yeah,
that.
but
Get
I
that
really
out the
don't
way.
like I don't like what they did with not giving him his title shot. I really don't.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm completely in agreement with you
And you're
because
going to
that
tell these
kind
guys
of
they get a title shot if they win this, but then they don't get the title shot.
exactly. But now you have to wait because you want to. They should have just let Brock retire at Mania. Like I don't know why they tried to make it a legal thing and they should have just let him and that would have been that. It wouldn't have
If
changed anything
Brock
as far
wins
as
this time,
Oba's push.
I'm gonna be upset.
I don't think he is.
I don't think
I don't
either,
think he
but
is.
if that was when we do our prediction, I don't think he is, but I said I would be upset.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, I agree because, he doesn't need the win.
Yeah.
He doesn't
So
need the
I
win.
mean, but those two storylines I think are this right now, but because I'm not into this Punk and Kobe thing. I'm not unless somebody turns heel. Unless one of them turn heel, right?
Not even one of them. It has to be Cody because
Yeah.
what Punk did Monday was a heel move and it was heel enough.
I don't agree
It
with
was
the.
heel enough. I got to go back and actually watch the promo. Like I had it on, but
It
I
was
have
pretty.
to.
It
I got
was
to
good,
really.
but for
Yeah.
not really get the crowd didn't react. But talking wise, yeah, because they both can talk, right?
Yeah.
But even though I don't agree with the booking with Punk coming to get the cheap pop in Chicago, making him the champion after 9 days, not giving Sammy one title defense. Even though I'm not a big Sammy fan, but I just think after all the years he deserved it, at least a month. He should have went on a run like Darby did, defending the title every week for like a month.
Right. Yeah. Because what was Kofi's run like 180?
It was it went to SummerSlam from May to SummerSlam.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I was.
It went right before SummerSlam on Raw, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was because no, it was SmackDown because it was SmackDown when they debuted
Yeah.
on Fox, and that was in the summer. But I was kind of hoping, at least until whatever pay-per-view is after or whatever PLE is after SummerSlam, which will be September. They used to do Night of Champions in September.
Yeah.
But everything is just so different now. So whatever's next after SummerSlam, I was kind of, expecting him to either go through that or drop there. But 9 days, that was unfair, man. Like,
Well, another thing about WWE, I'm not gonna harp on it too long. First, two things. Montez is wilding out with the security guard. I'm like,
listen,
what?
man. Yo, he was at
Why?
home.
Why give him titles and take him right off of him?
Right off of him, boom, immediately, and then why not? You
I
have
don't
Montez
really think he's
lose
going to
at
go
home,
fraternity.
but you let Punk win at home, like.
I don't think he's really going to do a fraternity leave. Really, too much. I mean, he might be up for a little bit.
I think so.
I mean, not a long stint. He's not.
Dawkins is going on one too. Everybody's gonna be at
that
home.
That better be the case for them losing.
No, I believe it is. I believe it is.
If I still see him for the next 4 weeks,
and we know what it is. I know they're not asking him to take no pay cut, but I really feel like well, Dawkins will probably go after Test because I don't think his wife is as far along as Bianca is. But
yeah,
that the roster's gonna be looking light soon because Jimmy gonna have to go take some time off. I think his write off is coming soon. I think
unless they're not gonna really take that much time,
I don't know, man. Seth took some time. When it was his turn. Roman took time when it was his turn.
But Roman's family first. So
You're right.
Roman's always,
Right.
he's 100% family. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I
Um.
don't think that Jimmy would be any different.
So yeah, I think the next question would be which superstar gained the most momentum, and I know it's not a superstar; it's actually with the company anymore. Sheamus probably gained the most momentum this week than any other wrestler on the roster
Yeah,
because
he is.
his name got on there, and he's gonna have plenty of places to work at if he decides to keep on wrestling.
Man, listen, you already know where I want to see him go.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's a one-off. I don't care. I don't care, man. I just need to eat. Look, give us Tony Khan. Give us the 7th match that we never got between Sheamus and the artist formerly known as Antonio Cesaro. Just give us that one. Just give us Game 7. That's all we need.
yeah.
We just need Game 7, and then whatever you want to do with them after that. If you want to sign him long term or what? See, that would have been perfect for Forbidden Door. Oh, that would have been perfect for Forbidden Door.
But
Oh,
Kurt, I think Big Jim got most momentum getting that weight over Royce. So
mhm.
and wearing the costume gear.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that's
But
pretty big win for him, you know.
and it's time, man. Like he really needs something. He
They
needs something. He needs
they
something, man. Like
I
he got to have something going for himself.
he should get a J run sometimes. He should.
You think so? Like
I mean, he deserves
a
it.
title run? You think
Or
so?
I
You
mean,
think he
U.S.
can?
Intercontinental, but not heavyweight. You
Something?
don't have
Yeah,
to.
no. In complete agreement with you. I feel like he can. I feel like he
I don't
can.
understand whether or not they should have else on it. All due respect, I love Truth, I love Priest, but they shouldn't be World Tag Team Champions right now to me. It should be the
Yeah,
Usos
and I
or
think
somebody else, you know, because the
and
tag
if
team division is
I
not
think
very
if they
strong right now.
facts, and I think if they do put him on Bloodline members, it's gonna be Jimmy and Jacob, because Jay's so focused on another solo run, and he's gonna
Oh,
interject himself with this Cody Punk thing somehow. I know he is. He's gonna
yeah.
end up. He's gonna interject somehow. Oh man, but yeah, I really feel like if it's gonna be anybody, it's either gonna be Jimmy and Jacob or Solo and Jacob. I would love to see Solo and Jacob as tag champs. That would be. Ugh.
Yeah.
That almost be like a new 3-minute warning type of, just comparing
So,
styles and not even so much because it's family, but because it's family too. But I would love to see that for a little bit. Not even for a little bit. Let them go 8 months.
oh yeah. All right. Last question we got on WWE before we moving on over to AEW is what grade would you give WWE this week?
D.
Good. I was the
D.
same way.
Yeah, D. Because Monday, ugh. And this is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers. But the only reason why I didn't give him an F is because my man Baron Corbin came back on Friday, and I don't care who don't like it. I've been a Baron Corbin fan since the
I
Lone
know you
Wolf,
have.
since NXT. That's been my dog. I was I was happy to see him gain some success as Bishop Dyer, and I dislike that I don't get to see him in Dijak Tag no more.
I
But
guess Dijak he probably not coming back to WWE anymore.
nah, probably not. Nah, and I
I think he
mean
burned
at the
his
same
bridges on his way
time,
out.
I believe he did. I believe he did. And just knowing, just hearing and the type of person he is, a lot of people just aren't meant for the machine, as they call him. And there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that. He's doing great at MLW. He was just recently out here, excuse me, a couple weeks ago with Blitzkrieg. They did a show at the building I was doing security at a couple Saturdays ago. So he's doing well. He's doing well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think. But again, man, like the only thing saving them from getting the F is that my man Baron Corbin came back on Friday. So uh, yeah,
All right.
for D for the E this week.
Yeah. So let's get into AEW real quick. If Dynamite was strong with Reach Break and you had Collision. What was the AEW's biggest highlight of the week? I know what it got to be.
Kenny, man. Anytime you get a major title change like that, it has to kind of unless it's what they did
Oh
on
yeah,
Monday.
no.
You know what I'm saying? But like the con man did it the right way. I understand MJF got some injuries that he's gonna be taking care of soon. I think he got like a knee injury or something like that. He's getting taken care of soon. but he's pretty much lining up the dominoes, man, for All In.
Oh,
And
it's gonna
putting the
be
title on Kenny, putting the title on
Kenny
Kenny
and
was definitely
Osprey. Yeah,
and that
I'd
man, I
rather see that
cannot wait.
Kenny and Osprey than.
And I know you're not the biggest Kenny fan. I
No,
understand that you're not.
I am. I watch it.
Really,
I haven't.
yeah.
Sure.
I thought that was a joke, like the Roman hat.
Oh
I didn't
no,
realize
but
I
I
didn't
like
realize it was from
him.
the heart. My bad.
I don't know who to
Yeah,
cheer for it. Oh, like Osprey's one of my favorite ones too. So
yeah, man. Yeah, and with this whole new, him doing whatever he was doing with the Death Riders and kind of adding to that, like he really needed more to him. Like you don't really need to add more to Osprey, but I feel
I
like
think Death Riders are
they
going to
made
try
it.
to cost them.
You think so?
Yeah.
Ah. But why? That's gonna be such a good match. They need to just stay out of it. That might be
No, try
that
to,
has the
but
potential to be. Yeah, I feel you. But that match on paper has the potential to be like, for me personally, like in my top 5 to 7.
yeah,
If it, you know what I'm saying? Because I know it's gonna be produced well. I know it's gonna be booked correct. Hopefully, it's booked correctly. But whoever's producing this match, need to be in their bag. Like this has to be some of your best work because this is y'all's big event, and it's gonna be what 80 some odd thousand people there. You know,
hopefully. I mean, right now they got
yeah.
30,000 sold, but they still once
They
they
still got a
announce this,
month.
they've already got a few thousand tickets that pushed through once Kenny, Osprey and Kenny. So
Yeah,
I don't know
and
about
the card
SummerSlam, man.
always. I ain't really worried about it.
It's struggling,
I'm not
man.
really worried about it because the card. I'm not even excited about the card right now. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I mean, then I would ask which match stole the show. If that wasn't the match, I think Kyle Fletcher to catch.
Yes,
That was
because
another big one. He
when
won
was
the
the last?
international.
Yeah, I mean, when was the last bad Takeshita match you've seen?
Been a long
Been a
time.
minute. Been a minute. I mean,
It's
Kyle
probably in
Fletcher
his
too, though.
early days in Japan.
Yeah, but since he's been over here, he's had some really good matches, and I mean, again, hard big. He's just my style of dude, man. Big hard hitting. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he's just what I'm drawn to. But Kyle Fletcher again, another solid worker. Putting them together is always going to be it's always going to work. It's always going to work. You're going to get pay-per-view quality on free TV,
Yeah.
and it's going to be really good. And again, and this week was right up there with some of they. I'm not gonna say yeah, it was some of their best work. I'm not gonna say it's not up there with some of their best work, but when you got guys like that, it's hard to say what's some of their best work because a lot of it is their best work. You don't get bad matches out of either guy. So
Yeah, that was good. Really good match. That was a very, very solid show. So then I saw Vince Russo said, "Oh, I can't watch AW. It has too much wrestling."
because when he had the book, there was not enough wrestling. So it's
I
kind of
know,
what
but
he's into. Think about the Attitude Era when he was doing what he was doing, and then when he went over to Nitro, it wasn't a whole lot of wrestling going on.
so
When it,
the Dark Side of the Ring. Have you seen it? The TNA one.
I did watch the first. Yes,
What Jim
I
Cornette
was gonna
say?
touch on that. Huh?
Russo wanted 5 minutes of wrestling, and the rest
Yeah.
nothing.
Well, yeah. The rest, a whole bunch of.
We already know how he feels about Russo,
I was about
anyways.
to say, you can't even bring his name up without him. That's like
They asked him.
yeah.
They asked him if they threatened him.
That's like asking JR about Triple H in 2003 or something like that.
Yeah.
You never go hear nothing positive. But speaking of that, can we transition to that real quick?
Oh, we can talk about it real quick before we jump back.
One thing stood out to me in the first 2 episodes, and it was a real head scratcher when Jeff Jarrett said that he tried to talk Karen into staying with Kurt. Like, bruh, if you tried to talk her into staying with Kurt, then how a year later you end up, you know what I'm saying? Just I don't know. Maybe that's just me, and that part kind of but it is what it is. He happy, she happy, Kurt's cool, but so far so good, man. Like I'm really not the biggest Jeff Jarrett guy, but his contribution to the business as a whole definitely needs to be talked about more. And I hate that it's being talked about in this light, But I mean, and no knock to Dark Side of the Ring because it's a great series, but it doesn't shed light on a lot of positive. You know what I'm saying? And it's a real controversial show, and they bring up a lot of things that a lot of people don't know, and just stuff that either they don't know or it's just not really on the surface. But his contribution to the business, man, needs to be talked about a lot more, just even behind the scenes. Because to me, he's like a B minus wrestler. He's an A plus promo. He's an A plus talker, but in ring, he really, to me, there really wasn't much to him. But his mind for the business and
Yeah.
what he did, you know what I'm saying? Like he gave us something that we can still at least try to enjoy today. But I don't know who the hell is trying to book
I
make
forgot that.
why Nick Nemeth versus Jeff Hardy is the title picture now. But I mean, still, I wouldn't be complaining about the current TNA title picture if it was not for Jeff Jarrett. So I feel like his.
I wish
I
he could
feel
buy it
like
back.
I really do too, because it would be so much better. Like it would be so there would be no NXT relationship, and if it was, it would be a lot better than what it has been. Because like I was saying to you, I had no idea they were still working together. But
I don't
also
think he has
watching
a
NXT,
WWE
like,
relationship anymore.
no, probably not.
After
But he's in the Hall of Fame, so.
oh yeah, they did bring him back to that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Vince hired him on live TV. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
After he bought WCW.
Yes. And then put him in the Hall of
And
Fame.
that's why
sometime
TNA got
later.
started.
Mm-hmm. Because everybody
Yeah.
was like, no, don't do it. Jeff was like, yeah, right. I ain't scared of this dude. Watch this. And did well for itself. I don't know about that whole global force thing. I guess that was to try to keep itself going, but
Yeah, after
like
TNA.
said, man.
But then they merged with TNA.
Right. Exactly.
I don't get it. All right. For all the wrestlers on the AEW roster, who deserves a bigger push?
Right now, if you'd asked me this question 2 weeks ago, I would say Leo Rush. But since he's ROH TV champ
TV's
now,
is getting a bigger
can't.
push.
I can't say Leo Rush. Honestly, man, even though he just came back, like I feel like you gotta somehow, some way find a Rocket, because we talked about this about AEW having multiple titles. But find one of them Rockets and put it on Jay White right now. Like strike while he's hot. He's back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's super happy to see him. Um, the group is about to just probably rip through the roster and do exactly what they did over. I hope they can duplicate what they've done prior to coming to AEW. But him as like the spearhead, him as the guy of that faction, man, you got to find a Rocket and find one of them Rockets and strap it to Jay White right now. You don't want his return to fizzle out and kind of go sour. So I feel like Jay White, can could use some. He could use a push for one of them many mid card titles at the comment.
I know. I think maybe get Pac a little bit bigger push. Give him another run at another time maybe.
Yeah,
TNT,
yeah.
something,
I mean, but do you feel like
or Claudio.
But do you feel like they could still do that and be a part of a group, or do they need to separate and go out on their own to find their own success?
Yeah,
Because
maybe.
I feel like I mean, Pac didn't really. Probably because he was out for so long, but like when he came back, I was like, damn, he's with the depth. I completely forgot, because when he's out for extended periods of time. But like,
Yeah, but he's
Claudio
been
doesn't
back
really
for.
need. Yeah, and he's been healthy. I'm still not feeling the singlet, but but he's been healthy. But yeah, Claudio, I don't really feel like he needs the group.
Man,
Maybe a
it would be
manager,
nice
but
if you
not
get
the group.
Shamo, Pac, and Claudio as their own group. If that does happen, if Sheamus does come, and it can be like a European group, just the European guys.
Yes, and I wouldn't add. I would say add Ospreay, but he's too big of a star, so you would need somebody else. If you could try to find if you could try to, I don't know, pry Mark Davis away. I mean, I know he's Australian, but he would fit in perfectly with them. Just the type of build he is, the way he works,
and
stiff, kinda. You know what I'm saying? Kinda, but he would
I'm
fit
hoping
perfectly with them.
that I can't remember now, but I was like, there was a certain storyline I like wanted to push, but I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But if I remember, I'll come back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, what would you grade them this week?
I would give AEW a B plus. I would give him a solid B plus.
Yeah, it was.
You peaked with the title change, and
You couldn't follow.
you know
Collision
what?
couldn't
I'm
follow
not
it
even.
up.
I mean, it couldn't, and that's kind of where you get to be. Bringing Hangman back on Collision is kind of odd. I feel like
Virginia.
True, but I feel like he's a big enough star to have his return on the flagship show, as opposed to Collision. But
He's ready
again,
to
Virginia and
kill MJF when he gets his hands on him.
well, yeah, and it's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. But like, what do you do with him until Maxwell gets back though? Like,
I think you're gonna either get. Oh, I know how to set up. I think Andrade needs to. Oh, maybe give him a run at a singles title. That's what I really wanted to see.
yes, because he's worthy. He's definitely worthy.
How you know? So I think he might get a match actually. I think either maybe Hangman and MJF or Andrade and MJF because he wants to go after MJF still.
I mean, granted that MJF is back by then.
I think
because I don't know how long you think. Yeah, I don't. I haven't really heard anything about how long he's supposed to be out. But if he is back, I wouldn't mind seeing either one of those matches. I really would. I wouldn't mind seeing a triple threat for number one contender. With them three, as long as it's not MJF winning. Like, how many title shots is this dude gonna get? Just like the other dude with the blonde hair in the big company, always in the title picture. But yeah, like how many times do you need to put your strap on MJF? Like, I get that he's young and he's in or it or whatever it is or over, which would be the term over, but he's not one of those guys that necessarily needs
he's over
to be relevant. He doesn't need a title to be relevant. He's got the rest of his career to be a champion. Like, don't overdo it now, or you're gonna look like you're purposely trying to push him past a certain number. So
yeah. All right, now we're gonna talk about across all promotions, right? This is so which rivalry has you the most invested against all promotions?
That's a great question.
I can tell you, even though they haven't been talked about much because not TNA has been sucking. I like Ricky and
Leon
going against who was it? Oh my goodness!
It wasn't the system.
No, I'm invested in Moose in the system too. Moose has beat everybody in the system now, so that's over basically.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah,
no,
I can't remember who they got Leon and Ricky beefing with right now. I'm just glad that they put them together, honestly. Kind of took too long.
What was it? Hold on. Yeah, so we'll come back to that. But I don't think it's a rivalry, but I'm interested, in Osprey and Kenny. So that's the one I'm interested in the most.
It's gonna turn into that because of what's at stake. But yeah, I mean that one is definitely gonna be probably one of the better ones of the summer.
Yeah, I know. I think so. I don't know why I cannot think about Leon. I'm gonna get this off
and Ricky.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
You're looking on Cage Match right now.
Oh, it is the system and the.
It is the system.
Righteous, and the Righteous.
The Righteous, yes.
For the tag, they had triple threat.
And I'm still just kind of, I don't know how they ended up there, how the Righteous ended up in TNA when all roads is pointing toward them being NXT WWE.
Yeah, TNA's been not very good lately, man. Not really. It's not happy about it at all.
Nope. Because they started out like they were doing perfectly fine before the TV deal. And I feel like maybe they've gotten on TV and have gotten lazy.
Yep.
I don't know.
I mean, we'll find out
They
soon.
definitely, yeah, they've definitely managed to move backwards.
Yeah, they got Casey and Navarro beating with the world champion Nick Nemeth.
They have Nick Nemeth and Jeff Hardy in the.
They did already. They wrestled. It was the first week, not last week, the week before that.
Right.
Yeah. Now you got AJ Francis. Him and Moose are about to have a match.
Okay, the Big E Invitational, I get it, but
I know.
I mean, like, but where do you go, man? I miss Scott D'Amore so much.
I know, but
he made it make sense.
Well, download. Make sure you download on your TV. My AEW is free, then you can watch MLP. Plug in MLP. Shout out Scott D'Amore. All right. Of all the champions, I mean, we have fairly new ones right now. Who's had the best title reign right now? And across all promotions.
Another great question. You got to put Trick up there. Penta hasn't defended enough. I'm just getting these.
Oh yeah, it's a lot actually.
Penta hasn't really defended. He doesn't really. Has he defended on AAA?
He has one time.
One time, but I don't. I mean, he's had matches, but he hasn't had many title defenses.
I mean, he was doing the Open challenge.
Penta was doing the Open.
Yeah.
I would say Mark Davis too. He's been the AEW NWA lookalike belt champ for a while now. What is it?
Yeah.
The national title. TK should have done. He could have done better with that design. Anyway, but no, Mark Davis is he's had a solid run.
So he's had the most mid-card title defenses in WWE since Gunther's historic run.
I don't recall ever having him seeing many.
So for me, it's Penta right now.
Fair enough.
And you could say Moxley too.
You could, yeah. I was gonna mention Dijak also.
Yeah, but he's the new skyscrapers.
Right, yeah, but he's still tag champ though. Like he just has a different partner. But Mox definitely, like Mox is one of those guys. Like when he gets a title, he has it for a while. He keeps it. There's not many transitional runs from him, and a lot of his title runs, regardless of what he's held, he had a really good U.S. title run when he was in the Shield. He's had a couple transitional title runs in AEW with the heavyweight title, but the whole holding it hostage and keeping it in the backpack for however long he did, that was great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean Mox has always been a solid actual champion.
Yeah.
You can definitely throw him up there right now too.
Okay. And last one, no. I think that's good on that one. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty good. All right. So now, after this stands right now, who is your wrestler of the year so far?
So far, my wrestler of the year. I would have to say. Honestly, I would go with Maxwell right now.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Maxwell right now.
But it's only halfway done, so it could change.
Yeah, you definitely could. But he's had a very solid year. Was he had 2 title reigns this year?
2 title reigns, yep.
2 title reigns this year. So, and they've been meaningful. I mean, although this one was a tad transitional, but it's like he's been a solid go-to guy for Tony Khan for many years. But his 2026 so far has been definitely been at the top.
Perfect. So overall product right now, for me, it's probably been AEW right now. But WWE can have their moments. Like night 2 of WrestleMania was good.
Yep.
Night of Champions was pretty good.
Night of Champions was solid.
But if you're talking about just wrestling week-on-week products, right now it's got to be AEW to me. I mean, maybe you could go with that.
No, I'm definitely not, because like I said, WWE has been making some very questionable decisions. I just feel like their booking is all over the place. You can tell that they're focusing a lot more on the long-term storytelling aspect of the business, as opposed to just, giving us week-to-week stuff to kind of get us through. And in addition to the long-term storytelling, but AEW is just getting right to it. Like they ain't wasting no time. Like, they coming in head down, going to work.
Yep.
And it's been very, very solid product this year so far. It's been very, very solid product. And you know me, I'm very vocal if TK is doing something that I don't too much agree. I haven't said a whole lot negatively about them this year so far, and I don't think that it's going to be that way for the duration of the year going into these last few months or whatever. But they've really been putting out some solid product, and I feel like they figured it out. They found their niche. They can stand to kind of thin out the Don Callis family a little bit.
Yeah.
But because it's kind of looking NWO-ish right now. But
it is.
he's figuring it out, man. And I'm really happy that he's changed my tune.
A little bit at a time, people are leaving them.
Yeah, but
they're gonna jump the jet soon.
Yeah, but it hasn't really like caused any type of fall off. So
I know. You got Andrade left.
Andrade left, came back. Rusev left. They don't miss him none. He's being misused right now, I feel like. Like, why the hell you got him teaming with Ethan Page of all people? Who else got up out of there? And not necessarily going to WWE. Like you had some talent go elsewhere, make their way back to the Indies and things like that. But those who did leave either are unemployed now again, or are where they left to and aren't really doing much. Because what is Aleister Malachi Budget Black doing right now? He's working the Indies. Maybe he should have stayed where he was at. Maybe coming back to WWE wasn't the right move, but I get it. You got bills to pay. Some of this talent got family to feed, so you're gonna go where you can benefit the most financially. But if you're not being used right, how you gonna benefit?
Yeah. Right.
I don't feel like anybody's being misused in AEW right now. Like, as big as the roster is, everybody's kind of got their own lane.
All right. So who do you think the breakout star of the year is?
This might
Oba?
Honestly, no, Oba, yes, but no, because I kind of expected this from Oba. I'm gonna go in a different direction. Somebody that ain't took a bump since they got on TV. Lil Yachty, man. He's good. Like, he's good. He already knows what to do with a microphone in his hand. You can tell he's watched and studied the product. He's given old school 80s, 90s manager vibes like that. I feel, and I've been saying, I've said it a couple times, maybe not on the show, but I feel like that's what wrestling is missing, man. More actual, at least WWE, more actual managers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Nana because Nana reminds me of the annoying manager outside of the ring from when we was growing up. Just his own twist to it. You know what I'm saying? He danced like Slick, but he dressed like Bobby Heenan. You know what I mean? He's kind of like the best of both worlds. But like, I've always been a big fan of managers, and Yachty's bringing that back, and I'm enjoying it, man. Like, he's really taking to the business, almost kind of like how Logan Paul did as far as the in-ring work style. But I'm gonna have to say Yachty, and probably what's the girl in AW, Maya?
Oh yeah, Maya.
She been she been everywhere, man.
That's
She
my
been,
yeah. I think she is right now too
yeah,
as
she
a
been
wrestler.
everywhere, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
as in ring, yes, she's been everywhere. She's been in some big matches. What didn't she? She made the Owen Hart final.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she made the Owen Hart final, and just out of nowhere, like before the
And she
tournament,
was
I
the
had never
last
heard.
one eliminated from
Was it Casino or?
no, this is not that. It was the for the ROH at the pay-per-view for the ROH women's title.
Okay.
When they I think eliminated her last.
And
So
even being in that position, that shows how the company feels about you. And like I said, man, before the Owen Hart tournament, I didn't know who she was. She just broke
yeah.
out and like it made the final, and she's been in some real big matches, man. Like you already working with you know her name. I ain't gonna say her
Yeah.
name. Yeah, that girl. Uh CEO boss.
Your
But you
fave?
already yeah, right. Just like she's my favorite, just like shrimp. But no, man, like, but you if you're getting booked in those positions like this soon, you're doing something right. So good on her. But I would definitely in ring. I would definitely have to say she's the breakout star of the year. But Yachty doing what he's doing outside the ring and on the mic and just adding to the true character. You know what I'm saying? But like work style in ring where it really matters, where people pay their money to see, she got it. She definitely got it.
All right. I want to do a new segment I've came up with. It's called Rapid Fire with the filler segment. I'm gonna ask the question. You give me a quick answer. That you can do it.
I see people do this all the time, and it look easy, but I know it's not.
But these are just
Let's listen.
like wrestlers of the weeks and stuff like that. Just quick, easy. All right. Ready?
Yes.
All right. Wrestler of the week.
Kenny Omega.
Match of the week.
Kenny versus MJF.
Promo of the week.
Not really a promo, but what really made me pop was when Jacob knocked LA Knight out outside of the and he called him a lame. Because I'm from Chicago, Raw was in Chicago, and that's just something that a Chicago dude would say after he just either swing on somebody or something. But so that wasn't really a promo, but like the line of the week, that's kind of what made me pop.
All right. Interest of the week.
Interest?
Entrance. Wrestling
Entrance of the week. Oh, it's always gonna be Trick. It's always gonna be Trick right now because there's no Booker T. I've come to discover my love for Trick's entrance again now that Booker T ain't making it all annoying.
MVP of the week.
MVP Kenny Omega.
Biggest winner.
Beach Bash.
Biggest letdown.
Biggest who?
Letdown.
Biggest letdown. We all know what the biggest letdown is. Coleman Manfield coming in and WrestleMania 9 and Monday Night Raw.
All right. Let's see. Show of the week.
Show of the week, Beach Bash. AEW Dynamite.
All right. So I want you to ask me the same questions. I'll send them to you.
I think I have to on the.
Just a second. But it's rapid fire, right?
Mm-hmm. I got it.
I'll just do rest of the week. Me, Kenny Omega.
Yep.
Match of the week, Kenny Omega. Promo of the week, Hangman. Interest of the week, of course, Trick. I always love Trick's interest, but I don't like his new belts.
No, I'm the first. Rapid fire. We're right. MVP of the week.
MVP of the week, TK.
Good one.
Yeah.
Biggest winner.
Biggest winner is gonna be Barry Corbin coming back to the WWE.
Good one. Biggest letdown. I think it's a
Of
consensus
course,
on this one.
I'm an RC Cola guy anyway, so Pepsi feels is my biggest. That's a letdown. Once I saw him come back, I knew he was going to beat him. I knew it.
Once I saw Cody get beat up, and I posted it in the group, I said, I have a feeling that this dude is going to be in play, and it didn't even dawn on me that Raw was in Chicago. Last one was show of the week.
Show of the week is going to be Dynamite, of course, because that's probably the best show of the week.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think we were pretty much in agreement. No disagreements, but you had a couple different answers that did not cross my mind, and we were pretty much, in sync, at least with the stuff that we've touched on in detail.
So that's it. I want to do a rapid fire at the end of the show each and every week. So next week we'll have more questions. So tune in next week so we can give you more rapid fire questions. But thanks for tuning into the Philly Segments. Let us know your match of the week, rest of the week, and what do you think had a better show? WWE, AEW, TNA, MLW, if you like, if that's what your cup of tea is. Want you to like, subscribe, and follow us on social media. We'll see you next week for another breakdown of everything happening in professional wrestling.